Hey there, everybody. Pete here from Comic Book Geezers. Welcome to another edition of Inside the Cover alongside...
I'm Wild Bill, the Unknown Comic. Thanks for being here. Yes, Inside the Cover, my turn.
That's right.
My second time of this. Gonna do my personal holy grail, the comic that got me into comics, handed down from my Uncle Johnny, rest his soul. When I was 3 years old, my uncle was giving me comics, and I'm going to go with the classic, Iron Man 18, but the original that my uncle gave me had no cover. And we've told this story many times before, so I figured I'd go inside and show the inside story. My Uncle Johnny had given me some DC comics like Superboy, Legion of Superheroes, some other stuff. But this comic I had since I was 3 years old. And it was the pictures and images, which I'm going to show you, which is what got me into comics. Because this was the best one out of all the comics, even though I was a kid I couldn't read. This is what my first page was.
So that was your cover, basically.
This was my cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and the issue I had was dingy yellow pages, like an old phone book. So it was weathered, you know, worn out. And what happened was when I moved from Peekskill to where my parents live now, I threw out my comics. I had a stack of like 70 of them, you know, but they had pretty much lived their life. It wasn't attached to them. So I didn't get into collecting until a year later. And about 2 years after that, probably when I was 15, I bought this book at a con in New York City. A vendor having Iron Man comics, and I specifically remember this story of two Iron Men in the story.
Even though you didn't recognize the cover, right? Yeah.
And I was like, let me open it up and see if it's the one that my Uncle Johnny gave me. And I knew the inside of this book, and I was like, bam, this is it, man. Finally got a copy with the cover, man.
So we got Stan Lee, Archie Goodwin, George Tuska, Johnny Craig, is that who that is? Johnny Craig
And Gene Izzo.
Gene Izzo on lettering. So yeah, that was the Iron Man team at the time.
So I remember when I was a kid, all I could do was flip through this book, and I always remembered this scene with the mask. So this is like a life model decoy that's in the Iron Man suit, the good suit, trying to take over Stark's life, this robot. And he puts his face on, because he's coming back in the armor, but he puts Tony Stark's face on. But I remember when I was a kid, I remember this mask, him welding his face, you know. He's up here, right?
Yep.
Looking like RoboCop, right? This predates RoboCop, all this stuff right here, man. And then
Nick Fury's there too.
And as a kid, I couldn't understand like two stories going on at once. Now this is King Midas, and Madame Mask.
Yep.
And so this is the real Tony Stark with them. So he's kind of like, I don't know, like a subject of AIM. So he's almost like he's a recruit. So he's. I remember this as a kid, like the rock climbing with the gloves. They call them grappling gloves. So he's training. She's taking him, Whitney Frost, taking Tony Stark for some rappelling lessons. You know, going to teach him to be a special agent.
Looks like he stole Nick Fury's outfit there, almost.
Yeah.
That dark blue thing.
And Midas, King Midas, has like a flingy little truce going on with Madame Mask. So he wants her to be extra special, nice to Tony Stark. So now they get dropped off at Stark International to do some espionage. But I remember this book so much because of the action in the drawings, like Iron Man with the repulsor rays, you know. So basically, we got a struggle of Iron Man versus the robot decoy. So here it is, the robot with trying to take out Stark and Madame Mask. So he's like, look, duck for cover. I'll save you, honey.
Well, because he knows the suit inside out, right? So he knows what it's capable of.
So he's going to show the part where he swipes the gun out of their hands. Useless. Now. When I was a kid, when I was 3 years old, looking at all these pages, all the colors, man, they just jumped off the page, the action.
Yep.
And there's not a lot. I mean, there's dialogue, but as a kid, I couldn't read. You know, see all these cool poses like Iron Man standing here holding this stuff up. You know,
Is that a poser shot?
yeah, totally,
The poser shot.
right. Being strong, holding stuff up over your head.
Yeah, that's a great
Now this one, the old Iron Man suit this is the real Tony Stark. He gets into the old suit. So that pose right there, like he's swinging, like he's holding a baseball bat. I call this the baseball bat slug. And then wham, the collision, the impact. I mean, as a kid, I looked through this book over and over again, and this was like towards the end. These last 2 pages was the best part of this whole story. So Iron Man, Tony Stark defeats the model decoy, and he catches him and then slams him.
You know, you would think the newer suits, with all its new tech, would be able to beat the older one. But here the thing is, what's behind each suit? You
And
got
that's
Tony, the real person behind the one, the other
versus a machine.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's pointed out. Tony mentions that in this fight, it's not
Yep.
it's not the armor, it's who's inside it
Absolutely.
that makes it work better. But as a kid, this comic had so much action in it compared to all the other, like all the rest of them compared. Old ads for you,
Yep, there you
which
go.
we've shown before.
Some
Then
Avengers there.
he falls to his doom because he can't activate his repulsors because in the fight they get damaged. So he can't fly when he falls off the catwalk, which is right up here. Where is it?
Damn those old pages. There you go.
Right here, when he kicks him in the face. And there's impact here. So his boots don't work. And he falls to his doom. Ah!
All that money. Time to build a new suit.
Yes. But at least he won't be harassed by that decoy. And look, you got some Avengers appearance in here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And here's Midas at the end, leaving you in another cliffhanger. What price of
Nice
life? That's right. Let's read a little bit of it.
The Ultra Rejuvenator.
Yes.
Tony is not doing well in that old suit, right? Except that the ticker's not working well.
Yet even as a life and death flight takes place, word of the night's tragedy leaks out and is soon world news. And meanwhile, Midas says, "I am unhappy, Madam Mask, unhappy indeed. I get out for greater wealth and instead netted misery. Did our imposter somehow succeed after all in replacing Tony Stark only to be felled by that robot? Or did he escape leaving the real Tony Stark to be killed? At least there is one consolation. Whoever it is as good as dead. Under the circumstances, there is no reason for us to miss either of them. Hey, Madam Mask, no reason indeed."
And there you see a tear coming down her cheek.
Because she was warming up to Tony.
And if you're familiar with the Iron Man sagas, there was
Little fling action
little
thing.
going on there
Yes.
for quite a while. So, yeah.
So that's an inside look. Iron Man 18.
Inside the cover.
Yes, inside the cover.
Yeah.
An inside look, right? Inside the cover.
Inside the cover. We'll get it straight. We're new with the title, so it's
As long as it's not closer.
right.
That's
it
what
can't
matters.
Can't be closer, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. It's got to be inside. An inside look. Inside the cover look.
Inside the cover.
Look, you see. All right. I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being here. As always, click the like button. Click the subscription. And tell your friends about us. And we appreciate the comments. And click that notification bell so you can be kept in the loop every time we got a new video. We appreciate it. I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being here. And we'll see you next time on Comic Book Geezers. Take care.
And
Bye-bye.
I am Pete. Thanks for watching. A lot more of these Inside the Cover episodes coming, so they're all up for utilizing, and we will do that. So stay tuned for more. I am Pete. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.
All right, take care. Bye.